wanted to be a singer, but like obviously like when you're a kid, like you never really think. Also, when I told people, like teachers and stuff, they like literally like they tell me like to think of something else that I could actually be.
Vibing now.
Every time I think about you, girl, I wanna scream and shout. And baby, it's been so long, I don't even know what you're about. Every time I look up at my phone, I see our pictures and I cry. Baby, why can't we just be together every single night? Baby, why can't we just be together every single day? Baby, why can't we just be together every single night? Baby, why can't we just be together every single day? Baby, why can't we just be together every single single
nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet, you take your aim. Far away, you shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am cut me down, but it's you who have further to fall. Ghost town, haunted love. Raise your voice, sticks and stones may break my bones. Talking loud, not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet, you take your aim. Far away, you shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am Stone heart, machine gun, firing at the ones who run. Stone heart, those bulletproof glass. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am light a candle on fire. I can't see in the dark. I'm not ready to go. I'm awake. I can't stop. My teardrop falls like snow. Falls like snow. I can't stop. My teardrop falls like snow. Feels like snow. I can't stop. My teardrop falls like snow. Hearts are frozen, no words to say. I said I'd go, and it's okay, but I can't stop. My teardrop falls like snow. Snow, 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 snow. feels like snow. I can't stop, my teardrop falls like snow. I was your blue angel. 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 Falls I don't know what's going on. Most of the time I'm out my mind, a nervous wreck. I said goodbye and not hello. Don't even know. Felt a little fear and some anxiety the second you arrived, and kinda smiled and made my heart begin to rise. I panicked quietly, so silently. I said goodbye before you came. I turned around and ran away. I was too scared, I should have said hello, 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 hello. I said goodbye before you came. I turned around and ran away. I felt too scared, I should have said hello, 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 hello. Now I'm all up in my head, replaying all my worst regrets. I shot myself, I'm born to lose. Now all I do is think about you. Felt a little fear and some anxiety the second you arrived, and kinda smiled at me, my heart began to rise. I'm freaking quietly, so silently. I said goodbye before you came. I turned around and ran away. I was too scared, I should have said hello, 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 hello. I said goodbye before you came. I turned around and ran away. I felt too scared, I should have said hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Goodbye. Hello, 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 goodbye. Hello, 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 hello. I really don't know why I said goodbye before you came. I turned around and ran away. I was too scared, I should have said hello, 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 hello. I said goodbye before you came. I turned around and ran away. I felt too scared, I should have said hello, 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 hello.
Way out in the way out, the stars keep on trying to shine, and there's a lonely heartbeat beating like mine, wondering why. Some moments of magic, some we're only tripping the light, and every word we're hearing sounds like goodbye. But we got the night. Baby, what are we holding on to? Baby, where do we wanna run to? I was just a lonely girl in the eyes of my inner child. But I could be anything I want, and no matter where I go, you'll always be here in my heart, here in my heart, here in my heart. I don't even have to explain, just leave me alone now. I can't be held down, I can't be held down. I could be anything I want. I could be anything I want. Anyhow, any place, anywhere, anyone, any form, any shape, any way, anything, anything I want. Immaterial, immaterial, immaterial boys, immaterial girls. Immaterial, immaterial. Anything I want. Immaterial boys, immaterial girls. Immaterial, immaterial.
Te quero, não espero, me pego olhando pra você. Eu passei pelo teu lado, tu me olhou de cima a baixo. Coisa de destino, eu passo sorrindo. Às vezes eu não sei porquê. Tava desconfiada. Meu negócio é com você. Que It was only just to keep us together. This is it, that was it, your last chance.
Don't say I didn't want you in advance.
Can't you see, don't you see, it's not true. It was only just to keep us together. This is it, that was it, your last chance.
Don't say I didn't want you in advance.
How can we say we care? Baby, don't even know if I'm not there. Baby, if your life's just another day, count me out. How can we say we care? Baby, don't even know if I'm not there. Baby, if your life's just another day, count me out. Can't you see, don't you see, it's not true. It was only just to keep us together. This is it, that was it, your last chance.
Don't say I didn't want you in advance.
Can't you see, don't you see, it's not true. It was only just to keep us together. This is it, that was it, your last chance. How can you say we care? Baby, don't even know if I'm not there. Baby, if your life's just another day, count me out. How can you say we care? Baby, don't even know if I'm not there. Baby, if your life's just another day, count me out.
Don't say I didn't want you in advance. Don't say I didn't want you in advance. Don't say I didn't want you in advance. I've traveled around the world to 15 countries in 4 days, and after I get off stage, I'm on set shit until the AM. I'm fucking tired, but I love it, and I'm not complaining. Oh shit, I kinda made it. Is that Internal shape, wanna do this song. 2 days since I got the vocals cut. Oh my god, we're really good fucked up. Now everybody wants what we got, 'cause we made them clap and got too on. Los Angeles too far. Some people tell me too right back to her. I don't wanna go back to back to back to back to back to you. I don't wanna fall right back to us. Maybe you should run right back to her. I don't wanna go back to back to back to back to back to you. I don't wanna fall right back to us. Maybe you should run right back to her. I don't wanna go back to back to back to back to back to you. I don't wanna fall right back to us. Maybe you should run right back to her. I don't wanna go back to back doesn't matter. I just don't care what we do, baby, it's so bananas. How I feel, so unreal. You gotta believe in me. This isn't normal, not at all. It's just like we don't try, we just fit, you and I. We're supernatural. This is easy love. Every day euphoria. It's just like we don't try, we just fit, you and I. We're supernatural. You got me all figured out in every way. You read my thoughts, know what I want before I say. And it's crazy how these little things, baby, they stop me breathing. We could carry on if you want, baby, just keep believing in me. This isn't normal, not at all. It's just like we don't try, we just fit, you and I. We're supernatural. This is easy love. Every day euphoria. It's just like we don't try, we just fit, you and I. We're supernatural. How I feel. You're simply looking right through me. Do you think that's just the way it is? I'll never know. Baby, I wish that we could just meet at a party. I think we could have great chemistry. If you notice me, I can imagine you looking deep into my eyes. I know that you're on the other side, and now I'm dreaming. Tell me you know me, and that you miss me already. Baby, are you with me? Is it real? I don't know. I don't wanna be alone in my bedroom, writing messages you won't read. I don't wanna be alone in my bedroom, on the internet, waiting to say hi. So I see you looking right at me. Do I look like someone that you know? I'll never know. Feels like I know you, though all I have is your picture. But I think that you look pretty good. You know you do. Feels like I miss you, though is it really the real you? You say you're as real as it gets. What do you mean? Tell me a secret, or something that only you know. I just need to know a little more about you. I don't wanna be alone in my bedroom, writing messages you won't read. I don't wanna be alone in my bedroom, on the internet, waiting to say hi. Wishing, watching, waiting for you. Wishing, watching, waiting. Hi. I don't wanna be alone in my bedroom. I don't wanna be alone in my bedroom, writing messages you won't read. I don't wanna be alone in my bedroom, on the internet, wasting time. I don't wanna be alone in my bedroom, writing messages you won't read. I don't wanna be alone in my bedroom, on the internet, waiting to say hi. Oh my god, it's so good to see you. some books. 'Cause it's okay to be a boy. But for a boy to look like a girl is degrading. Because you think that being a girl is degrading. But secretly, you'd love to know what it's like, wouldn't you? What it feels like for a girl.